Building new skills or learning things can generally seem like a straightforward process. For the most part, you start off by not being very good at that thing, and then over time, you keep working at it and your competence grows. At face value, this might be how you think about it. But some theories have explained that our knowledge and skills go through a few levels of awareness and ability. This is something that can be easily understood by using the 4 stages of competence model that was developed in the 1970s. As a reminder, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos from me every single week. Now let's get right to it. So the first stage is called unconscious incompetence. Whenever you embark on something new, simply put, you don't know what you don't know. You aren't even sure what you need to be learning or what areas you might be falling short. As you can imagine, this can end up being quite dangerous because you aren't even able to identify what you need to work on. The first step to moving out of this level is realizing and acknowledging that there are likely many things that you do not know, and that with time and patience, you'll be able to move on to the next stage. And that next stage is conscious incompetence. The difference here is that you now know that you need to work on certain areas, but you've also identified gaps in knowledge or skills that you could develop. It's crucial to keep making mistakes at this stage, only so that you can keep learning from them and getting better. It's possible that you may even lose some of that confidence that you initially had because you're starting to see how much you don't know. At this point, you might also realize that you can make a choice about whether to continue bridging the gap on your skills or to accept that gap altogether and live with it. I have a feeling that you'll pick the former. And if you do, you'll move on to the next stage. This next stage is a crucial one that is known as conscious competence. Once you're here, you've pretty much gathered a lot of the skills and knowledge you need in order to do a good job. However, you're still learning a whole lot. Your competence doesn't really come naturally to you. Hence, you have to be truly conscious of the effort that you're putting in. You want to maintain a degree of determination and consistency in your learning to help it all come to you a little bit more naturally. Over time, you will finally move on to the last stage, which is unconscious competence. By this point, you've put in so much time and effort that the skills are embedded in your DNA and works like muscle memory. Your confidence also rises through the roof, and for good reason. You're likely even able to teach what you know to others so that they may be able to get up to your level one day. What's even better is that you understood the effort that it took to get to this stage, so it'll make you better equipped to empathize with those that you may be teaching. The Dunning Kruger Effect is a psychological concept that illustrates how our confidence rises, falls, and rises again as we increase our skills. This just goes to show how becoming great at something does take time. But managing our expectations of ourselves throughout that process can almost become just as important. If you'd like to check out the video that I made on the Dunning Kruger Effect, I'll leave a card up top and a link in the description as well. You know, when things don't go our way due to a lack of presentability on our part, we tend to get frustrated or overly disappointed. But these 4 stages of competence serve as a great framework to realize that there are often gaps in our knowledge to start off with, but over time we can put in the work to become proficient at it. My goal with most things is to do what I can to get to the conscious competence stage, because once I'm there, then I know that I just need to keep practicing or continue being consistent, and then things will get a whole lot easier from there. Kind of like what I'm doing with this YouTube channel. So if you want to support my work, definitely consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my new videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.